Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got a really short clip today from my boy Johnny Rocks. We've featured him on here before. Really positive gamer, really nice guy. He's the dude you want to play with. He's a good time. He streams a little bit, a bunch of variety stuff. He's all over the place, loves games, good at streaming them. Enjoy his stream. Check him out in the description down below. We have a pretty short clip today. He wins a 1v1 to win a game in duos, it looks like. Finishes with pretty high damage and gets the winning kill here. At first glance, it's a short clip, but I think we can learn a lot from it, and we're gonna kind of go into it. So let's watch it short. And I mean, as always, Johnny with the wonderful excitement. Here we go. All right, so there we go. I love the excitement. I wish we could see more of this fight. This is just how clips work sometimes. People hit the button real quick, and this is an older clip, so I can't go back to the VOD on the stream and get some more info. So let's start this off here. He's got high ground positioning. Final Storm's coming in, and this guy foolishly peeks him. And Johnny takes him out with a nice flatline shot. I really like, if you watch in here, how Johnny strafes along, keeping that head glitch and keeping his profile low for return fire. It makes it very hard to shoot up at him as is, and it also makes it very difficult and makes his enemy's target very small. That's a really nice touch there. So let me show you that here. So you see how he strafes to the side there and backs up. So as he finishes his mag, this is a little thing you should always do. As he finishes his mag and stops shooting, his natural reaction is to back out of line of sight. Even if you don't knock somebody, anytime you need to beat, you need to be ready to move out of sight. That's a great move there. He knocks the player, and he goes for the finish. Now, nade finish here, perfectly fine. Totally works. It's the safest play by far. Clearly that player had self-res. Now, I'm unclear because I haven't seen the full video. If he knows it's a 1v1, you might as well drop on the player and finish him. Looks like he was going to drop anyway after the nades, but if it's a 1v1, you knock him and drop him. The other thing that I saw here, again, I don't know the history here. So let's say that Johnny's in this position. He's got high ground. He knows it's a 1v1, and he knows this guy below him is out of heals, right? So if you look at Johnny's health, Johnny has 150 health, right? The player below him has nothing. The only thing the player can do is queue up to him, right? If the player has their queue, they could queue up to him. But the player below, as you see when he beams him, is like 60 to 80 health, right? And Johnny can also queue because Johnny's also playing Loba. So a high-level player, if they know they have a 1v1 in this situation, only if they know, right, would slide down and just take the player out. Instead of shooting from height, where the other player can play cover and things like that, Johnny would, if he knows it's a 1v1, the best play with a flatline and triple take, which are both very effective close range, is to drop on the player, get right in their face, because you know you have 100 health plus advantage, more than likely. So while what Johnny does is perfectly fine, works out great, if you know you have that advantage, and Johnny clearly doesn't because he doesn't even go for the finish, he's waiting for the other guy. If you know you have that advantage, you have to take the advantage, okay? Let's also look at something else here that I thought was really nice. At the end, after he takes the player out and he throws his nades, just note, Johnny has 2 arc stars, 3 arc stars. Is that 3 arc stars? Hold up. How many arc stars we got here? There's a lot of arc stars. He finishes a game with Loba. 1, 2, 3, and a hard nade. The guy has 4 nades left in the final fight. Great management skills. You got to hold on to your nades. If you have an opportunity to throw them in a good location, throw them. I do this all the time where I throw way too many nades way too early. You can only stack so many nades unless you're playing Fuse, and even then, you can't stack that many. You have to use them very strategically. So to have nades at the end is super powerful as the ring closes and cover goes away. The only other point I wanted to make here was, let's take the hypothetical here. Let's say this player that Johnny's going to fight is able to heal up fully, and Johnny is too, right? This circle is going to push them, right? This circle is 100% going to push them right into the middle of this field around these boxes, right? That's where we're going to go, right? Which means where Johnny is actually a really bad position, okay? So if Johnny has a full 1v1 fight here, his actual goal, so let's say it's a 1v1 fight, both full health, both have heals, and he knows it's a real fight where it's not a huge advantage, and this circle starts closing. If that happens, Johnny has to switch cover, because this is really bad cover, because the second he drops, he's super exposed. So what you go for there, what you do is, the second you get a health advantage on the player, like let's say even if it's enough to do a sell, maybe 50 health, you don't do a lot to him, right? And that player ducks, and you think that player is doing something like healing. You think he's forced him to healing. You've got to move. And if I'm Johnny, I'm moving to one of either these bins or preferably this rock. I'm going to play this ledge behind the rock over here, and I'm going to play these bins. I'm going to use all of this cover, right? Because this whole area has cover that you can play on a 1v1. And it's going to be in for a ton of that circle. And as that circle finishes, that's the only cover, right? So you're going to position wherever the other player is on the other side of this thing and move in, right? That's just how you have to do it. So yeah, what we learned from this clip, if you have an advantage, take it. Play the high ground as long as you can, and make sure you're ready to move at the appropriate time and save your nades. A ton you can learn from just a short clip like this. I want to thank Johnny for putting it in. If you guys have any clips and you want to learn how to think the game better, if you want to learn how to put the time in to understand why players make certain moves, what the moves are that are correct in any Battle Royale game, I've played a lot of them, holler at me. Put a clip in the Discord. Join the Discord. Just slide into my DMs in Discord. Let me know. I'm happy to look at it for you. I'm happy to dissect it, even if it's a bad clip. As always, hit Johnny with a follow over on Twitch. He's totally worth it. If you want to check me out, I'm on Twitch and on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button for me. It really helps me out. Have a good day. And remember to take your man.